Hey guys, it's Kara here from Kara Corey Fit Life, and I am here with a super easy recipe to add into your diet. This is going to be my 30-second 5-carb brownie. You heard me, only 5 carbs total for this delicious brownie. Very simple ingredients. All you're going to need is some protein. I'm using the chocolate MTS machine ISO. I like using the ISO for this because it's a little bit lower in carb than using the concentrate. You could definitely use the concentrate as well. I've used it with chocolate, no bake. I think those are the only two. And it's still delicious. But because I'm in prep, every macro counts, so I'm trying to make this as low carb as possible. So for this recipe, you're gonna use 1 full scoop of this, and you're just gonna need to have some type of bowl that's microwave safe. You don't need to spray it or do anything at all in there. So we're just gonna take 1 full scoop of the machine ISO, dump it in there, and we're gonna add 1 full tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa. This just makes it extra chocolatey. Not mandatory, but it will be what kind of sets it apart to give you that actual brownie type flavor versus just using the protein. And to make it rise, this part is essential. You need to have some baking powder on hand. And we're gonna use 1/2 teaspoon for this. Very simple. And we're just gonna stir that up real quick just to kind of mix all the powders together. And then the last ingredient we're gonna add is some milk. And I'm choosing to use the Silk unsweetened almond milk. And we're just gonna use 1/4 cup of that. I've already got that measured out. Dump that on in there. And you're just gonna go ahead and stir that up until you get a batter type consistency. So just keep stirring until everything is completely mixed around. You don't wanna leave any of that powder in the bottom. So it's that simple. Literally, once you get it all nice and mixed in, we're gonna pop that sucker in the microwave for 30 seconds. 30 seconds in the microwave, that's all you guys need. Can you get in here on this? This whole bowl fills up with a brownie. So it's gonna stay a little bit wet in the middle, which I actually like because you want it to kind of have that gooey texture. So look at that. Turns into a cake-like brownie. You get a little bit of the wetness there still, which kind of tastes like a fudge. It's like a little frosting on there. Super delicious. What I do want to say is this is not filling by any means, so if you're starving, this probably isn't the best way to fill your macros if you follow tracking your macros, but what I will say is it definitely curbs that sweet tooth. This is super sweet, and if you're craving something chocolatey, you'll definitely be satisfied after this, and it's a guilt-free kind of treat because it's very simple, basic ingredients that aren't gonna harm your diet. So you can also add some toppings to this if you like to give it a little more flavor. You could add a little peanut butter on top, whatever you want to fill your macros to really kind of satisfy that sweet tooth. So very simple recipe. Hope you guys give it a try and like it. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram if you do make it, and keep checking back for more recipes.